Hey everybody, Josh from Populi here. One thing that's weird about Populi is that even though our users care very deeply about grades and GPAs and all that, we at Populi don't care about them at all. We don't really pay attention to how any of that works. We just throw random calculations at the wall and hope they're kind of close. Of course, I'm kidding. We calculate GPA very carefully. Every once in a while, folks have a look at the results of our calculations and maybe they're doing their own back of the envelope calculations alongside of ours, and they come up with a question about what exactly we're doing to get the numbers that we have. We'll cover how we calculate GPAs, and then we'll talk about a few of the main reasons why you might get something different than our result. Talking roles, this is going to be primarily for folks with the academic admin or registrar role, but advisors and students could be interested as well. When we get into troubleshooting, that will take us into places that only the academic admin role can make changes. The calculation is pretty straightforward. The critical components from each course in the calculation are the number of credits the course grants and the grade points that a student has earned from their grade in the course. So let's say English 101 is a 3-credit course and a student gets an A. We get the grade points by looking at the applicable grade scale, and in this case, seeing that the A is worth 4 grade points. Using those 2 bits of data, we then multiply the number of credits for the course by the grade points. 3 credits times 4 grade points equals 12. To get the GPA, we then divide that result by the total number of attempted credits. We're talking 1 3-credit course here, so that's 12 divided by 3, which grants the student a GPA of 4.0. Let's make it more complicated by adding more courses in different grades. We're going to do 4 courses. 3 courses are worth 3 credits, and 1 course is worth 2 credits. The student gets an A, 2 Bs, and an F. According to the grade scale, A's are worth 4 grade points, B's are worth 3 grade points, and F's are worth 0 grade points. The formula is the same formula we used previously, but we run it for each course. So for that A course, we get 3 credits times 4 grade points equals 12. For the first B course, we get 3 credits times 3 grade points equals 9. The second B course is the 2-credit course, so we get 2 credits times 3 grade points, and that equals 6. For the course in which the student earned an F, we get 3 credits times 0 grade points, which equals 0. Then we add that all up, so that's 12 plus 9 plus 6 plus 0, which gives us 27. That's the total number of grade points. To get the GPA, we then just have to divide that result by the total number of attempted credits. That's 3 courses at 3 credits and 1 course at 2 credits, so a total of 11 credits. Then we're just doing 27 divided by 11, which is 2.45, and that is the GPA. 4 courses in a term is a pretty standard course load, so this could be just a term GPA. To get the cumulative GPA for a student, we just do the same thing, get the number of credits for each course, multiply that by the student's grade points for the course, add up all of the results for that calculation for each course, and then divide by the total number of attempted credits. That's how the calculation works in Populi. So, what can go wrong when you're comparing your calculations with Populi's? Assuming that you did all of this correct, why would you get a different result? It comes down to something real simple. It's likely that you're including a course that Populi isn't. Some of these are real easy. If a course is still in progress, you'll see IP here. So Populi isn't currently including these courses in the calculations that are resulting in the number up at the top, or the term GPA, or the cumulative GPA for the term. So unfinalized courses don't affect the GPA, which doesn't mean that you can't see in progress GPA details anywhere. We'll swing back around at the end and I'll show you something cool related to that. Now, for finalized courses, let's look at the list of courses down here at the bottom. Shoot, it's just a bunch of numbers. We got credits and grades, pretty much everything you need to factor into the GPA, right? Let's look a little more carefully. You might remember that there's an option on courses. You can set a course to not allow a passing grade to affect the GPA. We'll hop over to this course instance here, Math 99, and then we'll go to the Settings tab over here, and then we'll look down here for Affects GPA. This one is set to not allow that passing grade to affect the GPA. Institutions use this for various reasons. The way that I was thinking that this is working is that this is some kind of remedial course, so the institution isn't allowing that to feed into the more standard college level GPA. Let's go back and check that student out on that course. We have a null value here for points. That's over here in the points column. So that's how we know that course isn't factoring into this calculation. That's the primary thing that you're looking for. But retakes can sometimes make this complicated. Let's have a look at this course, Math 101, and see what's happened there. In the fall 2020 term, that course got a grade of C-, but it's since been retaken. So this course is being replaced by a different instance of the same course. Up here in spring 2021, you can see that that's granted credits, and we have the points there, whereas this has not granted credits. It's marked as a retake. There are no points. So that course is not factoring into the grade at all, and the term GPA and the cumulative GPA, not even up top, and the cumulative GPA up there. But there are a couple of settings that your academic admin role folks can turn off and on, and that might make things complicated. Let's have a look at that by going to Academics and then Settings, and then here on General, you can see we're looking for the count retakes in term GPA or count retakes in term cumulative GPA. Let's turn these on. We'll set this to yes, and then we'll go up to Save Settings at the top here, and then we'll go back to that student, and we'll have a look at how things have changed down on that first term. As you can see here on that course, now it no longer shows null in the points column. We know that the course isn't granting credits over here. There are no earned credits. It's clear that it's a retake, but it's showing those point values. And you can see down here that it's affecting the term GPA and the term cumulative GPA. But even in this situation, it's not affecting the GPA way up at the top. So retaken courses could show values in the points column, but not actually affect the student's real program GPA, just how it's displaying down there on the term. So if you're going to check Populi's GPA calculations, those are the big things to look out for. Remember, I mentioned that we can get in progress GPA. Do you remember that? In the fall 2021 term, you can see over here on the right that we've got courses with in progress grades, but obviously we're not showing anything over here under the term. We don't have a GPA calculated for that term or anything. If you have the registrar or the academic admin role, you can hop over to Academics and then Reporting and then Data Slicer, and we'll pull up that student for whom we want to show that term's in progress GPA. So on the filter, we'll use the condition for first name because that's going to get us the result that we want in this situation. And then I'll hop over to columns and I'll grab the in progress cumulative GPA. We'll set that to the correct term for the undergraduate program. In this instance, we'll add another column and this will be for the in-progress term GPA. And we'll set that to the same term. Once we click update, we'll get the result right here. And those are in progress GPAs. They're derived from unfinalized courses. So you can get that here on the data slicer. And as you saw, there are a lot of in progress conditions for GPA and other things here. So I'm sure that if you're a registrar who's into that kind of thing, you might find various uses for those conditions. Lots of data to mess around with there. We've linked other resources that you might find useful down in the description, and you can find our social media down there as well. I've been Josh for Populi, and you've been great. Thanks for watching.